creepy game of Earth. It all began on a dreary Saturday night, with rain tapping like skeletal fingers on Benny's window. Bored out of his mind, he decided to rummage through the dusty attic of his grandmother's old house. He wasn't expecting much, maybe a few moth-eaten sweaters or a haunted-looking porcelain doll, but what he found was far worse. Tucked beneath a pile of ancient newspapers was a grimy wooden box labeled in faded red letters, "Creepy Game of Earth." "What in the world is this?" Benny muttered, wiping the dust off the lid. Inside, he found a worn-out board with strange symbols, oddly shaped dice, and cards with cryptic instructions like, "Conquer the mountains of greed, but beware of slipping into the valley of vanity. Draw a calamity card if someone insults a cactus. For every lie you tell, lose one piece of humanity." His curiosity piqued. Benny called his friends Marcy and Jake over. "This is just another knockoff board game," Jake declared with the confidence of someone who once lost at Candyland and never recovered. Marcy tilted her head, studying the box. "Look at the tagline, play with fate, change your world. Sounds like a challenge. Let's do it." Jake rolled his eyes. "Fine. But if something jumps out, I'm leaving you both to fend for yourselves." Level 1, the Dice of Doom. The trio sat cross-legged around the board. Benny picked up the dice, which were strangely cold to the touch. He rolled a 7. The game whirred to life with an ominous hum as the words "Welcome to Earth" flashed on the board. Suddenly, the room was filled with mist, and a holographic figure materialized. It was tall, shrouded in a tattered robe, and held a staff that appeared to be made from twisted branches and screaming souls. Its face was obscured by shadows, but its glowing eyes pierced into their very souls. "Greetings, mortals," it intoned. "I am the gamekeeper. Your world is my playground. Roll well, or suffer the consequences." Jake dropped the dice immediately. Nope, I'm out." He backed toward the door, but it slammed shut on its own. Marcy smirked. "Relax. It's just advanced technology. Or a very immersive escape room experience." "Right, Benny." Benny gulped. "Sure. Let's just play." Round 1, the World of Temptation. Marcy drew the first card. It read, "You are offered limitless wealth, but every coin comes from someone's sorrow. Do you accept?" "What kind of weird moral dilemma is this?" she asked. Suddenly, a pile of gold appeared in front of her, but so did the sound of distant weeping. The room darkened, and ghostly figures began to materialize. Nope. "I decline," she yelled. The gold vanished, and the ghosts dissolved into mist. The gamekeeper chuckled. "Smart choice, this time. Round 2, Truth or Terror." Benny rolled the dice again and landed on a space marked Truth of Humanity. The board groaned, and a voice boomed. "Speak an uncomfortable truth, or lose your sense of smell forever." "That's easy," Benny said, grinning. "Jake cheats at video games." Jake's eyes widened in indignation. "I do not." "You totally do," Marcy added, giggling. "I've seen you use hacks in that zombie shooter game." The board accepted Benny's truth with a flash of light, and his sense of smell remained intact. Jake crossed his arms. "This game is rigged." Round 3, the Great Lie. Jake's turn. He drew a card with a grinning skull. "Tell a lie and gain instant power, but beware, every lie makes the truth harder to see." He smirked. "Piece of cake. I'm the best dancer in school." Suddenly, he was imbued with the grace of a ballerina. He leapt into the air with perfect pirouettes, his limbs moving like liquid poetry. Marcy burst into laughter. "Jake, you look like a possessed flamingo." Jake grinned. "I feel magnificent." The gamekeeper's voice turned darker. "One lie, one ripple. Let's see how far the truth will drown." The consequence card. The board spun wildly, colors blending into chaos. Benny drew a black-edged card. "Every action has a cost. Choose a sacrifice, your friendships or your sanity." The room grew deathly silent. Benny stared at the card, his hands trembling. "What kind of choice is that?" The gamekeeper's laughter echoed. "The creepy game of Earth isn't about fairness, it's about survival. Choose." Benny thought about his friends, his mind racing. "I choose my sanity." The board shook violently. Suddenly, Benny's mind was filled with visions of 1,000 possible futures, worlds where his choices led to ruin or salvation. He could see the threads of destiny twisting and fraying. It was overwhelming, terrifying, and exhilarating all at once. "You fool!" Jake shouted. "What are you doing?" "Trust me," Benny whispered, eyes glowing with newfound insight. "We can beat this game. We just have to outthink it." The final move. Marcy took a deep breath. If this game is about Earth, then maybe it's about balance. We can't win by cheating or choosing greed. She rolled the dice, and the board asked, "What makes Earth worth saving?" She smiled. "The people. The laughter. The chaos and the kindness. It's all worth it." The gamekeeper paused, its form flickering. "You've learned well, but the game is never truly over. You've earned your world, for now." The escape. The mist cleared. The door creaked open. The board went silent. They stared at each other, hearts pounding. Did we win?" Jake whispered. Benny shrugged. "I think so. But I'm never touching another creepy board game again." Marcy smirked. "Unless it's Twister. That's the real horror." They burst into laughter, relief washing over them as they stumbled out of the attic and into the night, leaving the creepy game of Earth behind. Or so they thought. The end. A faint chuckle echoed from the box as the lid creaked closed on its own. The moral lesson of Creepy Game of Earth is that life is full of difficult choices, each with consequences that ripple beyond immediate outcomes. It teaches 1. The importance of integrity. Quick gains from lies or greed may seem tempting but can lead to unintended consequences. True power lies in honesty and making ethical decisions. 2. Balance and responsibility. The world thrives on balance. Success in life, or in a game, isn't about winning at any cost but about understanding the impact of choices on others and the environment. 3. Value relationships. Friendship and trust are more important than personal gain. Choosing to protect relationships over selfish ambitions leads to fulfillment. 4. Courage in uncertainty. In life, you may not always know the right path, but facing fears and embracing the unknown with thoughtful action can lead to growth. Finally, it shows that while you can't control everything, thinking critically and valuing kindness can help navigate even the creepiest challenges of life or Earth. If you enjoyed this adventure, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling tales and life lessons. Until next time, keep playing smart and stay curious.